and we got our game. So yeah, Mega Man Legends 2. We're not super close to the end of the game. The final dungeon, it turns out, is pretty substantive compared to all of the others. So yeah, we got one like final dungeon, like the last of the four key dungeons, and then we got like the final dungeon, which is I don't know. Maybe it won't be as bad as I remembered it. We can hope, I guess. Just I won't spoil it for you, but some of the shenanigans we've seen in. Oh right, so there was a thing last time where I was kind of like mulling about with the good and evil mechanic there, and I wasn't really sure how it worked, but I remember that we needed to go evil to get the black market. So then there was like some shenanigans about that. I actually went and looked up how the morality system works in this game. So yeah, apparently the only way to get back to the good side, the way to get good boy points in this game, once you've gone like full Dark Mega Man, like you can see here, we got full Dark Side Mega Man here. Got all the evil points to unlock the black market and everything, and the only way back to the light, while you're in this kind of like a evil Mega Man state, the shopkeepers all hate you and they charge you more for items, and the only way to get that off of you, as it turns out, is to donate money to the church in Yoshiyonki, which is our next destination anyways, so that works out kind of conveniently. The other thing is, it costs a lot of money. As it turns out, if you go like full Dark Side Mega Man, in order to unlock the black market, it basically costs you. Basically, you have to pay 1,000,000 zeni to the church in order to undo the effects of that, basically. And I don't know. That's kind of a dumb thing. Like, it takes a lot of grinding to get to 1,000,000 zeni, and it's a big waste of money too, just because, like, you know, like I said, the shopkeepers charge you a little bit extra, but it's not nearly enough to offset the 1,000,000 zeni cost of, resetting your armor. On the other hand, I don't know, I just don't like the look of Dark Armor Mega Man. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just a racist. Like a what do they call it? I have subconscious bias where I just don't like, or I don't know. No, maybe Mega Man's the one being racist here though. Like, look at that. His skin is darker even. This is like blackface Mega Man right here. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't abide that. So I want to get my like normal looking armor back. Go back to the good side, and just so that you guys wouldn't have to sit through the boredom of me farming up 1,000,000 zeni, I went and did it off stream just the other day. It's I don't worry, it wasn't too boring. I actually was I was behind on my podcasts anyway, so I just listened to a couple podcasts, spent a couple hours grinding up 1,000,000 zeni, and sure enough, we can spend that and boom. Back to the good side, just like Darth Vader. And so now we can play through the rest of the game as light side Mega Man, which is really nothing other than to just satisfy my vanity of wanting a slightly nicer looking character to look at on screen, which, as we've established, is a really important thing in third-person action games. I can't remember exactly what stream that was when I talked about that. Oh, is this another door? Can we go through this door? Oh yeah, there was one other thing. I looked up how to get the vacuum cleaner, or just because I remembered that was the one part we were missing for the vacuum arm. And sure enough, it turns out it was like super early in the game. It was actually right here, all along. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, apparently when I was going through like all the houses here and talking to all the NPCs, apparently there was one that I just completely missed. Yeah, apparently I never actually went into this house. So yeah, if you go in this house here, there's these people who I never talked to before. Actually, this guy, I guess, wasn't here before. Because, he was one of the people who got unfrozen from Forbidden Island. And then, sure enough, in this cupboard here, you got the broken vacuum. And so the vacuum arm in this game works exactly the same as it did in the previous one. It basically just sucks up all the rupees that the enemies drop when you kill them. Okay, are we going to do duck shenanigans here? I don't think we are. I think we're just going to kick the can. Hey. First try. Oh, hey, man, we actually got the full 1,000 zenny that time. I thought you had to kick the can, like, all the way across the city. Oh, that's right, there's a can in front of each garbage can. So, okay, that one's worth 1,000, and I think this one is worth, like, 200. Yeah, but you can get a bit more zenny if you kick that one, like, all the way across to the other side of town and get it in the other trash can. We're also going to check inside the post office here to see if we got any new mail. And I just realized that I don't have my chat window in the foreground anymore. I hope... Okay, good. I can't believe I'm saying this, but good. Nobody's been saying anything in chat, just because I wouldn't have seen it, because I forgot to, yeah. I had it minimized earlier, and I forgot to bring it back. I didn't realize I was waiting for a letter, but cool, we got that. Oh yeah, we've been picking up all these letters all this time, and I haven't actually read any of them yet. Yeah, now's a good time to do that, too. That would probably be under items. No. Key items, there we go. Okay, so we got a letter from the Servbots, apparently, because we're friends. Dear Mr. Mega Man. I wonder if you cross-reference that, like, Servbot 20, if that would, like, if what he's writing here would make sense with the Servbot personalities from Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Like, when he played through that game, all the Servbots had numbers and personalities. Like, maybe this is Polite that's writing to us right here. This is kind of sad right here. That is very cute. I want... They've sort of teased us with this a few times now. It's like, pretty much every time Tron meets Mega Man, she tries to sort of tempt him to the dark side. Like, literally, since their first encounter, she's like, hey, why don't you join us? That way I won't have to tell my brother what you did to our robots. And then in pretty much every single time you meet her since there, she's like, hey, why don't you join us? To the point of, like, openly, like, hitting on him and, like, basically sexually harassing him. It's like, hey, Mega Man, you're looking as good as ever. Oh, right, yeah, that last mission. I didn't really talk that much about what happened in the last mission. Yeah, where her clothes kind of got ripped off. I don't know, that's just slightly pervier developers or something working on this game. Like, I guess there was a bit of that in the first game, too. There was the scene where Mega Man walks in on Roll, I don't know, changing or something. And they just seem to, like, double down on that aspect. On that aspect of the game here, where Mega Man just gets pretty much every, like, attractive, underage female character in the game, Mega Man gets to see naked. Like, he sees the naked magical goddess girl in the beginning, he sees Tron, and then later on he'll get to see Roll again, too. And yeah, this is the, letters you get from Apple and Da once you give their sister the notebook and pencils and stuff. And so, yeah, we paid for their education. Or not really paid for it, but, yeah, I don't know, donated supplies for their education. So apparently, so we've given, some of these items to different NPCs for basically no benefit. Apparently, the benefit that you get from, giving the writing supplies to Apo and Da, and giving the pig to the Nino Island guy who wants pigs. Apparently, your only benefit from doing all those things is good karma, which, goes to the whole, like, karma system that I described earlier in this stream, like, 2 minutes ago, and in earlier streams. But apparently we were just, like, throwing it away since we were already on the good side anyways. So we were just, we were basically just, doing, like, NPC fetch quests for good karma when we were already maxed on karma, effectively. And so it could have saved us a bit of grinding, actually, if I had saved all of those items for after we went to the dark side. Would have let us farm up a little bit less zenny to get that done. Wait, so is talking to Roll not the thing to do here? I guess it doesn't matter, because we don't actually want to start the next event yet. I actually want to do some weapon development. So yeah, I guess for those of you who, I guess, didn't watch the last stream, or just haven't been following this playthrough in general, basically the whole idea here is it's like kind of your classic... Sort of like the same situation as your regular Zelda game, where we've got to go to the 4 dungeons and get the MacGuffins to unlock the final MacGuffin dungeon. So we're on basically dungeon 4 of 4 at the end of all this. And essentially, before each dungeon, we've got to fight a bunch of pirates to get access to the dungeon. So yeah, we fought Tron at Island 1, we fought Glide in 2, Teasel in 3, and then I believe they're all going to team up against us on this one here. Oh yeah, that's right, this guy. He's got to actually give us the train key here. He says his family. I don't know if he's talking about like his old family before the amnesia, or if he's talking about like this lady here. Anyway, so yeah, mysterious man who may or may not be Roll's dad built us another, yeah, important adventure that's gonna help us advance the plot. So yeah, he's not actually as completely worthless as I was kind of ragging on him about before. Oh, has he been faking us out? Totally. I was not being stupid. That is Roll's dad. I have no idea why no one recognizes him. Everybody else seems to recognize, what's her name? Matilda, Roll's mother. But for some reason, like, nobody knows that that's her dad. Which makes me think that maybe the idea is that maybe he isn't her dad, and he's just like some other random dude who was, like, adventuring with them back in the day. He doesn't look anything like the guy in the picture, either. So I guess that would make sense why no one can recognize him. But then the question is, why does he not look like Roll's dad if he's Roll's dad? But okay, we're going to go back and do some item development, and then we're going to... Oh, shoot. We're not locked in right now, right? If we go talk to Roll, she's going to, like... God damn it. God damn it, woman. I need you back in the kitchen to make me some delicious weapon sandwiches. That didn't really work. That was better in my head than it was coming out of my mouth. We need you back in the engineering room to devise us some weapons. There, that's much more progressive and acceptable and whatnot. And accurate, for that matter. Because, yeah, we need you to... Actually, no. We could go full Sextus with it, too, and say, we need you to invent a vacuum cleaner for us. And yeah, weirdly enough, just by weird coincidence, the train that you use in this mission is the same color as the support car in the first game. I don't know, it's just like a signature of the Casket family, I guess. They just, yeah, like to paint their vehicles orange and yellow. Okay, so it looks like they're not actually That kind of sucks, because, like, not only can we not invent new weapons without Roll kind of in her place, we actually can't leave the island or change our current special weapon either, because what do we got equipped right now? Or actually, we got the Hyper Shell already, right? Because I switched to the Hyper Shell because that's the best one for farming Zenny. Actually, after we're done this event here, I think I'll just show off. Damn it! Yeah, this is actually like really terrible right here. Like just from a game design perspective, we're actually locked in. We can't do anything or go anywhere or even change our special weapon until we clear this next event here. And this is not, from what I recall, this is not exactly a super easy one. It's a bit reminiscent of the boat mission from Mega Man Legends 1. Except there's a bit less moving around, like you're just on a rail. So aiming isn't as much of a problem. I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
Isn't the main gun fixed yet? It can't even hit the target! Shooting it once destroys the barrel! What kind of cannon is this supposed to be anyway?
I told you it was still under development, but oh no, you just got to fire it, don't you? You not only knocked out the gun, you disabled the main reactor as well. Anyway, it's fixed now, so let's get a move on, shall we? At this rate, it'll be nightfall before we get to the city.
Can't they take anything seriously?
Hey, Clay, your problem is you're too serious, you know? Besides, aren't you a little ashamed of yourself? I mean, a big fella like yourself getting trashed by that kid. You're getting old, man. I've had enough of this circus. I'm out of here.
Hey, wait! Bola, wait! These fools can't do anything right anyway. I guess it's high time I was getting out of here too.
Yep, so that's the end of Bulla and Claymore.
You heard, Bola. You can do the rest of it yourselves. See you around.
Hey, wait! Hey, Claymore!
It's just all like, screw you guys, I'm going
Let him
home.
go. That leaves more for us.
What?
Come on, Teasel, stop your whining and start acting like a man.
Why do I put up with that wimp? Who does he think he is anyway?
That's a good
talking
question.
to me like that?
This is what happens when you don't have any money. We have to scrounge for parts to build our machines. We have to ally ourselves with people like that. We'll never win like this.
Oh wow, she is depressed.
Mega Man, he's using a train too!
Here he comes.
We can start moving anytime. Cookie!
Please do try to keep up, Teasel.
I'll make you eat those words, Clyde. All right, boys. I don't want to see any slacking. Let's move out.
Come on, Shaft. Full speed ahead!
Even the train has a stupid name. What is it with the bonds and giving their machines just like these stupid foreign-sounding names?
Mission start!
Actually, I guess this is a bit more reminiscent of the plane mission, where you,
Up front, incoming bomb!
Oh, shoot! Oh, we are not equipped for this. We need to get some range on our Buster, probably. Actually, Rapid's pretty good, because then, yeah, we won't have shots, like, squeezing between the gaps on us. We probably don't need tons of attack right now. I don't know if I want to go just range +4, though. Yeah, we'll go attack 1, range 2. So yeah, this is the basic idea here, is your,
Keep at it, Mega Man!
oof. So we're taking a bit of damage already, it seems.
The armor on the middle section is weak.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I really wanted to extend the range of this bazooka here for this fight. I cannot see... Okay, just spray it. Pray and spray. That's the strategy here. We appear to be doing no damage to them. Yeah, this is like actually the strategy here. Man, it looks like we're not even getting a lot of damage on it either. Okay, I think that's blowing up.
Now look what's happening.
Watch out for the gun on top of the train!
Okay, yeah, this is the part where you kind of need to worry about getting killed yourself. So yeah, it kind of cycles back and forth like that, where it's like some of the weapons will aim for you and try to kill you, and so others will aim for your train. Whoops. Oh, shoot. Right, you got to, yeah, shoot this thing every once in a while to, Oh, okay, maybe not. Okay, that's the gimmick there. Ooh, that's kind of bad. Okay, we're playing jump rope with this laser here. Okay, this is actually kind of tough.
No more than the next guy. I'll blast you.
Jesus. Well, I've forgotten just how bullshit this fight can be. Okay, here's the strat right
So
here.
you two both are anything right.
There we go. Run back and forth.
I'll blast the pitch. I'll blast the pitch.
Weirdly enough, as much as this game is like largely centered around the lock-on, yeah, this fight, the lock-on almost seems like a liability. Okay, once you get the first cannon down, it's a little bit more helpful. Okay, come on, almost got him. Okay, so that's Glide's car taken care of.
I am sorry, Glide. I don't have any choice.
What are you babbling about now? Wait, you're not.
We won't forget you. Glide, good luck.
Farewell! See you around.
Tron, do it.
Releasing Glide's car.
What do you think you're doing? I'll get you for this, Teaser!
Sayonara, Glide.
Okay, that takes care of Mr.
Teasel's
Glide.
enthusiasm is just infectious.
Now, we have to fall back and
I
regroup.
love his
Full steam
performance
ahead,
on this
boss.
character. The interaction between just Teasel and Tron and Glide is actually kind of also really amusing. I think it was actually really a waste. Oh, okay. I would actually not have figured that out without Roll telling us what to do there. Okay, so yeah, we do actually have to just grab them. But yeah, you actually get like some pretty amusing interactions between the three of them when you get them all together. I think it was actually a waste to like have them operating alone on the previous islands. I would have preferred to have just seen them like all working together and interacting throughout the whole game. I don't know why they need servbots riding on the missiles there. I guess maybe they're just doing it for fun. The servbots all have different expressions too. Oh, and you can see them lying down there on the train tracks behind there. Oh god, there's just so much cute little, like, charming stuff in these games. Ooh, that guy there was not happy. Not happy to be stuck on that missile. That servbot was not having fun. This one either. Okay, so that's it for the servbot missile launcher. But what the hell am I supposed to do about this? I can't... Oh shit, that's a lot of damage too. Okay. Okay, I think you kind of... So it looks like the cannon is aiming at you. So, yeah, you kind of need to jump up. Or interrupt it, I guess. Oh, I don't know what they're doing, but... Oh, shoot! Okay, so the servbots come up and throw bombs. And you need to, yeah, shoot them before they get to do that. Okay, this is pretty bad. Our train is actually getting wrecked right here. Okay, it's actually not too hard to cycle back between them, though. Actually, I wonder if the Hyper Shell... Oh yeah, you can just take them both out in one go. Oh yeah, the ridiculous, like, explosion radius on the Hyper Shell actually just hits everything. This weapon is, like, actually overpowered for this phase of the fight. This is way easier than Glide's ridiculous, like, double machine gun sweeping laser bullshit. What am I doing? Yeah, what am I doing? We're still equipped for range when we're, like, point blank right here. I think we want to switch back to... Yeah, we want to go full attack rapid here. Is there something else I'm missing? Oh, yeah, there was something else I was missing. You need to hit the center of the train to actually do damage there. And, yeah, now we need to beat the shit out of their baby brother again. This is actually even easier than the last phase. Yeah, it's actually the same thing, only without the cannon. And sadly, this is pretty much the last we'll see of the bombs.
Here we go again. I'm tired of this.
Ouch! Ouch! It's hot! It's dry! We're on fire! Diesel! We've got to get out of here!
Listen to me, you little blue twerp. You haven't heard the last from us. I'll get you if it's the last thing I...
Mission complete!
That takes care of that. Now all we have to do is go back to the church and get the last key. Come on, Mega Man, let's go.
Again, that was kind of a shorter and simpler mission than the last few we've gone through. Yeah, again, just a lot of, I don't know, missed opportunities, I think. Just the characters, I think, are just largely underutilized in the story here. They just kind of come up, they just, like, yeah, show up on each island, kind of do their little thing, get their one little mission, and then that's basically it from each of them. Oh yeah, and then, of course, you have the pointless inclusion of, Claymore and Bola, just kind of diluting the cast of villains even further. I mean, it's not a total waste to have them in. Like, they're pointless in plot terms, but actually, I think the Claymore and Bola fights are actually really, really good. They're actually some of the better boss fights in the game. Wait, what is this mess? You said you were going back to the Flutter. Oh, you know what? This has nothing to do with the point in the story that we're at. I know what's going on here. Okay. I was just talking about this earlier in the stream, too. Here we go. Oh, never mind. Okay. I have no idea where the fuck Ro went, then. I thought that her not being there was the trigger for the Naked Roll event, where you walk in her room again. Why would I write her a letter? We live, like, in the same house, basically. Found the third key. Right, so frickin' get to work and make me some goddamn items. This is actually infuriating. I have no idea what the hell Roll is doing right now. Is she actually in the kitchen? Did she actually just, like, go to the kitchen when I jokingly told her to go to the kitchen? Oh, and yeah, I think we haven't checked the newspaper in a while. I'm actually a little bit stuck. Or, I mean, I'm not stuck. We can just go to the next dungeon if we want to. But I would really like to do some item development before that. Actually, maybe Data knows. Okay, I missed a step in the whole... So I was right. Her role being missing on the bridge is your, yeah, signifier to get the whole Naked Roll event. It's just that you've got to talk to Data first to set the whole thing into motion. Or no, that's right. It was obviously it's not her room. I think you go into the bathroom. Oh, and actually, while I was reading about on Game FAQs about the whole karma system, they call it the affection system, where it's basically how much townspeople like you. There's a few different townspeople who will sort of react to Mega Man's lightness or darkness, like in terms of his armor color and his karma and all of that. Yeah, this is it right here.
What do you think you're doing?
That's actually the same sound clip she uses when you shoot her during the first intro bit where she goes with you on the mission across the plains of Yoseonk. Or that's Yoseonk is the name of the town. What's the name of the island here? I don't remember. And yeah, he does the little like item get fanfare after that. Like in the first game, it was all he got like all embarrassed and flustered and like apologetic afterwards. Where in this one, he's like, "Score! We got to see our little sister naked." It's like, what? I don't know. Japanese game developers sometimes, I don't know. The diary entry about this is called Mega Man. Okay, so actually this is actually an important plot-related diary entry. This tells you the time span since the last game. So apparently this game takes place a year since the events of the previous game. So anyways, yeah, you've got an affection level for like townspeople, which is basically your regular karma that determines the color of your armor, among other things. And then you've actually got a separate affection system for role as well. And then, which actually apparently affects the cost of development of items. You get a discount if you've got kind of a favorable affection rating with her. Oh, she got a new toolkit. Lots of tools that make it easier and cheaper. Oh, and I think that's actually the indication that, yeah, we're at maximum affection with her. And so, yeah, when that happens, yeah, she gets this toolkit to get you cheaper development. And also, you get that scene where you walk in on her in the bath, which is all kind of the signifier that you've maxed out her affection level. Weirdly enough, and yeah, they're two separate trackers. So you got a separate tracker for the the townsfolk affection level, or your kind of reputation, or karma, I've been calling it. And then you've got Roll's affection level, which is apparently affected by like weird things, like I think reading her diary entries, weirdly enough, increases your affection. And I can't remember what else. There's a bunch of stuff. A lot of it is just things that you'll be like passively doing anyways throughout the course of the game. So like on almost any normal playthrough, unless you're actively going out of your way to piss off Roll, then yeah, you'll end up with that scene and with your cheaper development by the end of the game. Okay, speaking of which, yeah, we got... What new weapons do we have to play with? I don't think I'm going to use the vacuum arm, frankly. I think I've pretty much mastered the art of collecting rupees from destroyed enemies. So yeah, I don't think we need that. Actually, we haven't really gotten any new weapons in quite a while, have we? Oh yeah, we got the Hunter-Seeker, but we haven't used it a whole lot, so that's an option. Oh, we also got this Crusher thing here, which was basically your reward for going... The whole point of going into the whole Dark Armor, Evil Mega Man, Bad Karma territory was to get the items that let us build this. Haven't actually tried it out yet, so... yeah, I guess let's see what it can do. Oh shit, that's expensive. Okay, new plan. Because yeah, weapons tend to be just like really shitty before you upgrade them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play around a bit more with the Hunter-Seeker. And then after this dungeon, we'll have some money to upgrade that Crusher. And yeah, then we'll use that out for, I guess, the final dungeon. Yeah, is what we've got after this. Or there's a boss fight between this next dungeon and the final dungeon, but... And again, kind of going to my lack of memory of the game, this is like almost a blind playthrough right here, because I distinctly remember Nino Island ruins, and I remember much of the Salcauda ruins, because there's like very, like... As much as I was bitching about the Nino Island ruins and the whole... stupid water gimmick where everything moves at half speed and it was aggravating and terrible and all of that. At least it was like a memorable gimmick. And then the Salcauda ruins had that like big dinosaur reaverbot in the center that you sort of encounter throughout the dungeon. So that was also kind of like unique and memorable. I don't remember anything about this dungeon right here, so this is almost going to be like a blind playthrough almost of this next dungeon. I remember the boss, and I remember that it has slippery floors. It's a nice dungeon, if that wasn't obvious already from the setting. And yeah, you see it just unlocks in the church right here. Yeah, we have absolutely no reason to this guy extort any money from us any longer. Yeah, who knew that the path to true virtuousness was like just straight up plenary indulgence in the end?
Good luck.
Or I don't know if I'm like being too much of like a shitty... plenary indulgences, I don't know. Did I teach those types of things outside of Catholic school? Plenary indulgence was basically the practice in the Middle of the Ages where basically the priest would forgive you of your sins and you'd get good with God if you just donate money to the church. It was essentially like a scheme to like extract money from gullible peasants. And yeah, apparently that's the path to righteousness in the world of Mega Man Legends as well. Oh, do we need to... Can we just shoot these things? Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Roll. I'm a couple steps ahead of you, but, you know, that could actually be useful for some players. Damn it. Didn't realize there was gonna... Ooh. Oh no, oh no! Oh, dang it, that little guy's gonna disappear. Fuck, he disappeared. Yeah, basically those are like, I don't know, kind of like this game's equivalent of metal slimes? What does the blue fire do? I'm tempted to walk into it and find out, but I don't think I want to do that. Actually, okay, do these guys react to my special weapon? They actually don't. Okay, that's not terribly effective, but it is amusing that they'll just keep spitting fire like that. Oh boy, these guys have a lot of HP too. This is kind of aggravating. Okay, there we go. Oh wow, really no money from these guys. All of that frickin' HP they've got, and they drop no money. Oh, hey, we got the elephant blokes back. I think I want to take the high road here. Oh, oh, that's like a floaty platform there. And yep, sure enough, we got our slippery floors here.
Mega Man. It looks like the floor
Whoops!
is weak in that area.
I pressed the wrong button. Okay, they do respawn though, so I don't have to... I'm not stuck down here forever. Or just a second. Okay, I get that sudden paranoid urge that maybe I forgot to turn my microphone on or something. Ooh, laser manual. I think that's a part for the shining laser. Oh wow, these guys, they actually turned these guys into like kind of dangerous enemies here. These guys move like twice as fast as the other little guys of this... Oh, shit! I'm on blue fire. Don't actually know what that does, but it is a separate status effect. I don't see how this is any different from regular fire, though. It seems to be ticking down a little bit slower, which seemed a bit weird. We're a bit later in the game, so you'd think that, like, you know, the new type of fire would be the more dangerous one. Also, 2 status effects from getting hit by those guys. Frick. Frankly, I don't know if I've said this yet. It's been kind of implied by my commentary throughout the game, maybe. But I don't think that these status effects were a good idea. I think they're just too punishing and just annoying to deal with most of the time. Okay. Okay, so we need 2 keys. But yeah, it's like with the fire status effect, it's like you get lit on fire, you lose basically all your health, and you're forced to like exit the dungeon and go refill your health and then come back, unless you happen to have a health bottle on hand. It's just kind of annoying, and I can't think of a better word for it than annoying. And then you've got like the lightning status effect, which is, again, just like super annoying. It just like slows you down to like a crawl. So it's like, okay, I'm moving at like a fifth of my regular speed now. Which A, means that you, depending on the circumstances, you maybe just die if you're like surrounded by enemies or something. So again, just like the fire status effect, you kind of just lose all your health, is what happens in the end. And it's also just like super aggravating. It's like, okay, I guess this is supposed. I thought this was supposed to be an action game, but apparently I just can't move for the next like 20 seconds. I don't even remember what the other status effect is, but I'm sure it's bullshit. Oh, the frickin', yeah, power down thing where it reduces your range to 0. And so it's like, yeah, I'm playing this like shooty action game where I'm not going to be able to shoot effectively for the next 20 seconds. That actually pissed me off. I remember bitching about that in Symphony of the Night as well. Really hated the poison and curse status effects in that game. Why am I even bothering with these guys? They actually did us kind of a favor, I think, by making these guys not drop money anymore. Although actually, oh, we do actually need to get in there. Yeah, we actually do need to deal with these guys. Fuck. Or actually, what am I doing? We got this health bottle for a reason. There. All better. And I guess that's the thing. It's not that hard to heal status effects, as long as you remember that the medicine bottle is a thing. It's just if you don't happen to have it on hand, or if you forget that it's a thing, then yeah, status effects are just a huge pain in the ass in this game. I don't think they were a good addition to the game at all. Likewise in Symphony of the Night, really. Frankly, yeah, the Symphony of the Night status effects were pretty much annoying in almost exactly the same way. Okay, let's cautiously peer over. Oh, okay.
There's a way to get up to the next level. Look around.
That's actually different in this game, I think. In the first game, if you were holding down the circle button, I thought you could walk up to a ledge without falling over it. Or maybe I'm getting this game confused with Tomb Raider. Because, yeah, certainly in Tomb Raider, you could walk up to an edge. I don't see what the gimmick is. She's all like, oh, you can get up above, and I don't see a way up above. These are all solid platforms. Well, oh well, there's other places to explore. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah, we dealt with these Jonesmen here. Yeah, this is how we get to the upper level. I don't know why she decided to say it, like, all the way over here. Okay, this is gonna be not that easy. There we go. I still maintain that was not that easy, but,
Looks like there's an opening you can use to get down to the floor underneath you. Except it's covered by some kind of energy barrier.
Ooh.
Maybe you can deactivate the barrier with the control panel.
Okay, so I backtrack all the way to the panel, and then I come back here. You basically just forced me to go through this whole area twice, don't you, Mega Man? Yeah, I don't know, the dungeon design in this game. I just don't know sometimes. It's not the worst thing or anything. Actually, I remember there's one... Oh, hey, this guy's new. I remember this dungeon actually has one particularly cool room that I remember. That's like the one thing I remember about this dungeon. It's like this one massive room with a giant chicken in the center. That's pretty much the only thing I remember about this dungeon. It's kind of made me think about a little bit, just like playing through this game and how it's like... Mega Man Legends has always been my favorite of the two Legends games. Like, it was tough to place. Like, there's all these ways that I've been talking about, how the sequel is objectively better, the way it controls, the way it's a bit more challenging, and has a lot more variety. Different types of enemies, different types of obstacles in the dungeons. It's just by like almost any metric of like just like gameplay content and controls and like the meat and potatoes of any action game, you would think this would be the superior game. But I don't know, there's like a lot of little things that drag it down, a lot of little things that kind of got lost in terms of like just the charm of the characters and the setting and all of that, that don't quite come through as well in this game as they did in the first one. And this time through, I'm actually noticing like a lot of just straight up game design blunders that weren't present in the first game. So I don't know, maybe I just had like some weird intuitions about game design back in the day. Now I think I messed this up. Or yeah, okay, I got lost already. We want to go... Oh hey, I haven't actually been through this door yet. Is that right? No, this door I haven't been through yet. Yeah, I completely missed this door somehow. And yeah, anyways, as I'm playing through this game, there's like so much stuff in this game I've forgotten. Some good, some bad, but there's like a lot of like kind of aggravating, like frustrating kind of game design wall bangers that I'm like just completely had forgotten about. And it's kind of pushing me more and more to the idea that this isn't a bad game or anything, don't get me wrong. It's like by no means a bad game. I think this is a very solid, especially for the time, just a really solid action game. It's just, I don't think it's aged as well. Weirdly enough, yeah, I don't think it's actually aged quite as well as the original game. Yeah, I'd say even more so, based on what I've played through so far of this game. I would still say I strongly prefer the original Mega Man Legends. Which makes me think, like, there was all this disappointment around the fact that Mega Man Legends 3 never became realized, like, ended up getting cancelled. And just sort of knifed in the back in the end after everyone's hopes up. Now, then that was an awful thing, because, you know, everyone was all excited. I was all super excited to have, like, a, you know, sequel to one of my favorite game series of all time. But then looking back at it now, there was kind of a decline from the first game to the second game. So if they had continued along that kind of trend, and if, like, the third game ended up being, like, even more of a step back than this game was, like, I don't know. As disappointing as it was to have Mega Man Legends 3 cancelled, I think that's frankly better than it coming out and being, like, you know, like a Mighty Number 9 or something. Actually, that's kind of not true. I actually kind of liked Mighty Number 9, to be quite honest. But nevertheless, if a Mega Man Legends sequel came out and was like the same quality as Mighty Number 9, I would be sorely disappointed. God, even like that. It's like all of the easy enemies from way back at the start of the game are becoming like super dangerous in this dungeon here. I don't know why Roll is saying this again. We already know what the red floors do. Have we not been here already? This is just like a... Okay. This is like an evil copy of the area we just went through. That's actually kind of clever. I actually kind of like that. You sort of lower your guard. It's like, oh, this is all stuff I've seen before. This is the same as the last area we went through. Nope. Yeah, it turns out that the treasure in this area is like dickhead trolley treasures. It's like they lull you into a false sense of security with the familiarity. And yeah, things like that. There's like a little bit of cleverness sometimes to the design of the dungeons. It's like for every like clever thing I've seen in the dungeons, there's one like boneheaded and aggravating thing. Yeah, and yeah, weirdly enough, that's kind of why I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm excited for Red Ash, because I doubt it'll even end up existing in the end. But I kind of hope that it does. Because as much as like I was saying, I'd be super, I would be like completely distraught if Mega Man Legends 3 had come out and been a disappointment and a bad game or whatever, and it ended up being worse than its predecessors. That would have been really bad. That would have been, I think, even worse than the game not coming out at all. Whereas with something like Red Ash, like a game that like promises to sort of be as a sort of spiritual successor, like it's not the official sequel or anything, it's not an official continuation to the story, and like the official resolution to the big cliffhanger at the end or anything. It's just like this like little, yeah, spiritual successor that frankly not a lot of people are expecting much out of it at this point after the whole Mighty Number 9 fiasco. So then it's like, how to describe it? You've got sort of less to lose there. And yeah, and I did talk earlier about how the loss of kind of the opportunity of Mega Man Legends 3 was a disappointment. Where it's like you've got this world and characters and everything that people love. And it would be nice to just to bring that all back into like a great new game that just makes use of all of this, these sort of existing assets. And this, yeah, sort of pre-existing world and concept right here, rather than having to go through all the trouble of making something from scratch and recapturing all of that magic again. Whereas, well, yeah, certainly, yeah, something like Red Ash has its work cut out with it to sort of, yeah, has these big shoes to fill, I'll say. There's sort of less expectations, and so less prospects of like massive backlash or disappointment if it fails. Frankly, if we got like a mediocre, like kind of spiritual successor to Mega Man Legends out of Red Ash, like sort of like Mighty Number 9 was, where it's like kind of not exactly great, but not the worst thing in the world, and kind of is almost good, I think I'd be satisfied with that. If it captures enough of the good elements of the original Legends games, I think I would be satisfied with a mediocre Red Ash. And if we end up just getting a shitty one, then whatever. Expectations were low anyway. But this is all just like pissing in the wind or whatever. That's not what that phrase means. Navel gazing? I think that's whatever. People use all these phrases, and I'm like, I don't know. I get like this. I don't know what to... You know that feeling where it's like people are talking about something and you don't know what they're talking about, but it would be awkward to ask them, so you just sort of go along with it and sort of make your best guess? It's like kind of like a when in Rome, do as the Romans do type thing. I get that way with like a lot of common phrases. Like, or it's another one is fart huffing is one that's going around right now, and yeah, apparently it's a reference to a South Park episode, huffing your own farts or something. I don't actually know what the phrase means, and I can't even really understand what it's supposed to mean, just based on the context in which people use it. And yeah, there's a lot of phrases like that that I'm sure I constantly misuse, just because I don't know, too much social anxiety, I guess, to ask anyone what they actually mean. That was a tangent and a half, though. What was I talking about? Mighty Number 9. Yeah, oh yeah, all this discussion, or no, Red Ash. All of this discussion about Red Ash is, yeah, just kind of pointless, really, in the end, since in all likelihood that game will never see the light of day. Because, yeah, the Kickstarter campaign was just such an unmitigated disaster after the already kind of unmitigated disaster of the Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter and development cycle, that just, yeah, there's, like, no goodwill left for Inafune and Concept at this point. I think they're just done, and there's no way they'll be able to bring it back. And again, if I get proven wrong, I will be very pleasantly surprised. But, yeah, expectations could not be lower at this point. Why would I... So if there's stupid little Reaverbot with a dress right here. Why am I even going to waste my time killing this thing? Oh, because there's a door behind there. Again, almost a clever bit of level design there, because it's like, oh, there's this Reaverbot here. Why am I going to waste my time killing it if this thing's just going to collect all the rupees? But, yeah, it turns out there's a secret door behind there. I could possibly fail that jump and drop back down below, and that would be super aggravating, so I'm gonna see if there's something less stupid behind this door. Okay, there we go. Oh boy, the red barrier key. Guess we're gonna have to backtrack to the key room and then backtrack all the way back here again. Actually, I don't think that's true. Now that I think of it, I think the red barrier key is like a shortcut. Like, yeah, the red barrier that's in the key room, I think is like a shortcut that leads back here. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Can't be arsed to go figure it out, though. Well, that was fairly predictable. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what I expected there. I thought there might be something to see on that other pillar. So yeah, we just need to, yeah, go all the way back around here. Well, okay, since we failed the jump already. Okay, yeah, no, that's an elevator? Terminal? I can't really tell what that is. We're going back. Whatever. Once more into the breach. Thankfully, it looks like, yeah, the Reaver bots all stayed dead after your first pass through each area, so... Music in this dungeon is kind of weak, too. I don't know, just a little bit more repetitive than the other ones, I think. Oh god, are you kidding me? Fuck off. Ugh. Okay. You know what would also be really nice is if, yeah, because the enemies don't respawn, but the ice walls do. If it weren't for these ice walls, yeah, I could just dash through this entire room. It wouldn't be that frustrating. You know what wasn't in the first game? A dungeon, like I was talking about how the dungeon design in the first game was a little bit more repetitive. There were fewer sort of unique elements to each dungeon. You know what wasn't in the dungeons in the first game? Precision platforming. Absolutely none. That's kind of a thing. I feel like the first game had like a better sense. Yep. Just punch me in the face. Smash me into a wall. Take my life away from this earth. Because I have to go jumping across the pillars again. I swear to God, you guys, this is harder than it looks. This is much, much harder than it looks. Because it's like the jump height is like... Because of the acceleration curve of his jumps. It's very difficult. Like, you can get like a tiny jump very easily. You get a huge jump very easily. It is very, very hard to get something that's like just in between. Okay, we're gonna practice this on the way over there. Okay, fuck all this bullshit. We're just gonna gun it. Okay, looks like I can't actually get through this area with one hand. I was gonna do a bit where I finish my beer. Or not a beer, what is this? This is black cherry apple cider. Wait, what? Is this black cherry cider or is this black cherry apple cider? Oh, Okanagan apple cider's black cherry flavor. That's what it is. I was gonna do a bit where I finished that thing off, while I play through this whole area with one hand. I don't know what about, like... I don't know, for some reason, failing that jump, like, 5 times in a row made me think that I could clear this whole area with one hand. Okay, these... You're actually not on a ton of time pressure. Okay, that's the trick, is just don't rush it. Yeah, you're actually not on a lot of time pressure before those platforms collapse, so you can just take your time and just kind of hop forward at a come to a complete stop, and then, yeah, pace out your jumps that way. This is actually an elevator and not a terminal.
I'm picking up 3 medium-sized Reaver bots in the room ahead of you.
Oh, I think this is the room I was talking about. Nope, this is not the room I was talking about. Oh, dang. Oh, shit. Okay, I completely forgot about this room. So this is actually kind of a puzzle right here. Kind of need to play Matador with these, Matador with these mastodons here. Or I guess they're not mastodons because they, don't have tusks.
It looks like even if the Reaver bots are defeated, the door still won't open.
How would I defeat these Reaver bots?
It takes to get them open. There are 3 doors, 3 holes in the floor.
Thank you, Faye. I would not have been... Thank you, Faye. I would not have been able to solve that puzzle without your help there. Oh, are you kidding me? How is he standing over that? Oh, that is some physics-defying bullshit right there. What was that line in the movie JFK? An elephant can hang from a cliff with his tail tied to a daisy? That's what we saw right there. Fucking theoretical physics bullshit. Come at me, bro! There we go.
Door just opened.
What is this thing for? Or I guess this is just like your safe. This is like your happy place up here, where the elephants can't get you. Okay, we should actually look where we're going, so we yeah, don't fall into the icy fire hole. Oh, you can actually see the holes on your radar there.
The last door's open now, Mega Man.
Hooah! Oh, we can actually, yeah, kind of see where the doors lead with the map. So we go up and down, and then we go to the right. Holy damn! I think that's a new record for, like, Zenny pickups in the dungeon. I've been bitching, like, frequently throughout the game, how it's like, oh, it's just Zenny pickups. That's not very exciting. That was the most exciting Zenny pickup I think I've seen yet. What just happened there? Why is he going all, like, smoky and unhittable? Like that. Oh, I see. He's burrowing underground. Wow, these things have really terrible range. Oh, can they... Okay, these... Wow, these active... What's this thing called? Hunter-Seekers. I think it was called... A weapon that kind of looks like this was called Active Buster, I think, in the first game. But yeah, it looks like they don't lock onto these guys. Man, what a shitty weapon. I mean, like I said, all of the weapons in the game are pretty shitty until you upgrade them. And yeah, we didn't really put very much money into this one at all. Then I think right we had decided was the next door. Boy, I could use some health right now. Hey! Ask and ye shall receive. What should I do, Data? Oh, right, we got that new, whatever it was, Omega. It was a Buster part. I actually want to see what that does. Woo. I mean, we've determined already that I have no idea what energy even does in this game. But I guess we can max it out to find out. Okay, so we go like this. And the shots are like that. Okay, let's test the maximum range. Okay, so about this. About this is our range with that thing. Then we go into Buster Parts, and then we take off the energy. So remember the cadence. It's like bump, 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 bump. So we got no energy now. Same range. Nothing is different. Literally nothing is different without that energy pickup. Or that energy max. Is energy just bugged in this game? Does it not work the way it's supposed to? In the first game, energy determined basically how many shots you would fire before.
Wow,
like every few
amazing.
shots, Mega Man would kind of
Thought
need
there
to
was a place
pause
like
to
this
sort of
underground.
recharge
Wait,
his Buster.
watch out, Mega Man. There's a
And then the
large
more
place
energy you
above
have, the
you
more
on the
shots
road.
you could fire. Whoa, shit. Kind of wish I had my big fuck-off bazooka right here. Oh, wouldn't that be a sight? Just blow all those guys up in one go? Shit. Yeah, I kind of regret bringing this shitty, whatever it's called, weapon in here. Okay, so yeah, we got a giant chicken that's even bigger than the giant chicken in the last dungeon. Oh, wow, this one can actually move around. Okay, is this weapon just, like, broken now? It's not homing in on anything. Okay. Oh, wow, this guy's actually, like, got some... He's figured out my strategy. Because, yeah, the first time we encountered, like, this guy's little brothers, we could just stand in front of him and blow up his missiles as they come out. Oh, boy, this is actually way harder than I remembered. I really wish we had a better weapon for this. Oof. Okay. Okay, he's guarding his territory. I can respect that. I'll just leave you to it. I won't invade your space. Okay, we can actually fire this thing without... Whoa! Okay, let's fix this. Okay. Holy fuck! Yeah, this thing just does not seem to be working at all. Uh-oh, I think we're just fucking dead right now. Okay, I didn't think we actually had a medicine charge yet, but there we are. Okay, just circle strafe to victory. Although not really, because the missiles are homing in like that. And wow, this guy aggroes at like a really long range. Okay, there we go. Really? 2 purple gems. That's all I fucking get for all that. And now I think I'm dead. Will any of these guys drop health for me? Any of you guys? Also, still no idea what how this blue fire is any different from the red fire. Okay, let's just not fuck with any of these guys. We're gonna go with the lifter. Oh! Okay, so yeah, the whole gimmick here is you need to collect these 3 key Reaver bots. I guess I should go back up and, yeah, see data. And refill my health, although I don't remember if the big chicken respawns or not. I think it actually does, but if he does, we can just try to ignore him and just kind of skirt the edges of the room. Oh yeah, you can see his blue eyes off in the distance. So let's see, I think the keys are at the corners of the room, so we'll, oh shit, this is actually really dangerous to do it this way, because one of these shitty fuckers can pop up in front of us at any moment. Fuck! Okay, looks like I just barely have enough reflexes to be able to dodge that. Okay, this is just freaking me out. I don't want to stress myself. I gotta get to bed soon. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I can't be stressing myself out this late at night. Holy shit, that's a lot of dudes. Okay, actually, easiest way to do this seems to be to not actually circle around too much so that you can just... Fuck! So that you can just shoot those missiles there. Fuck. Fuck! Okay, that's fine. Oh wow, that guy... Jesus! Okay, I think we're just fucked right here. I mean, I haven't earned any money or anything, so I guess it doesn't... Like, we got a save point right here, so that really doesn't set us back at all. I really wish I had brought a better special weapon for this. If I had, like, a bazooka or literally anything else other than this shitty weapon that we took... Man, I remember this room being a lot more fun the first time.
Wow, this is amazing.
Like, I remember enjoying this room and thinking it was really cool my first time through the game.
Mega Man. There's a large reaper bot in the middle of the room.
Okay, I think we need to kill this chicken. I think this whole chicken situation here is just untenable. Okay, this is the trick right here. We can do the same thing we did with his little buddies. You just need to jump to make sure that you can shoot the bombs. Fuck. Oh, here we go. Or we can just get up on this, like, little snow ridge here, and then we're just, like, eye to eye with them. Sure, we might get fucked in the ass by little snowman reaver bots there, but... Yeah, that's the price. Oh. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! What the fuck? Like, the whole gimmick here is that you're supposed to, like, shoot these guys so that you can catch up with them. There we go. Okay, so that's the whole gimmick here, and I just thought it was a neat idea. You got, like, this massive room. It's, like, one of the biggest rooms in the game. And, yeah, you're just going on, like, a little chase after these key bots. Across this big snowfield with little snowman bots popping up all over the place. I just thought it was a neat little room. It is a fine room. Like, a little bit of challenge is fine. I don't care that we took a game over there. This was an entirely reasonable room. I'm just apparently horrible at this game. Got really complacent after Mega Man Legends 1. I mean, Legends 1 is an easy game in the first place, but I'm kind of, like, slightly better than average at it, I think. I don't know. I've seen, like, other streamers and Let's Players and stuff play Mega Man Legends 1 before, and frankly, they all suck at it compared to me. Fuck. Fuck. Mega Man Legends 2, I actually haven't watched as many, like, streams or Let's Plays or anything. Again, it's kind of a game that I just have a little bit less nostalgia for. Still prefer the original. Where the fuck? There we go. There we go. Now to figure out where that damn room is. I think it actually appeared on the map somewhere. Oh, we just keep going straight ahead. No more doors in this room? Good, good. Or actually, before... Okay, what's the map look like? That is a boss room right in there. I remember what this boss looks like and what the general idea behind the boss is, but I don't remember any of his attacks or whether he's any difficult or not, so we're just going to go back and save real quick to make sure I don't fuck up and have to redo all of this. Assuming Data's still here? Good. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was just in that one dungeon. Well, the worst dungeon. Like, the one dungeon that's like the shitty dungeon where you absolutely don't want to have to replay it as much as possible. And it's just, yeah, Data just, like, fucks off right when you need him. You come through and it's like, oh, Data, sure, I'll save my game. And it's like, oh, shit, that was a tough boss fight. Better refill my health and save my game so I don't have to do all that again. And then he just, like, fucks right off and you don't see him again. But yeah, enough about Nino. Fuck off. Not even going the right way anyways. Well, fuck it. We've saved anyways, so... Frankly, I think suicide is the answer here. Like, it's faster to just die and respawn back at the save point than it is to try and march our slow, electrified ass back to the save point, right? Right. What a way to die. Electrocuted to death and also lit on blue fire and also bombs and snowman and little like snowman reaverbot gang banging. I don't know, maybe Tron Bond's torture chamber is actually preferable to all of this. I'm just saying, Mega Man, maybe it's time for a career change. You could find happiness. And, you know, it was really nice to be able to team up with Tron, even if just for that one mission. And even though there wasn't really much teamwork to it, we basically just spent our time shooting her and being really amused at her responses. Okay, let's shoot these fuckers. Fuck all of this. I'm just going through to the boss anyways. It's like, yeah, now we're electrified and we literally can't dodge these missiles anymore. Like, we basically could barely dodge them in the first place. Yeah, and there we go. Frankly, I think we need to kill this chicken before we can even, like, get to the door. Okay, no, that's not true. We can... I was being stupid about this. I've been, like, trying to just, like, go straight to the exit along the straightest path. What we actually want to do is do like we did on that kind of failed run the first time, where we just skirt the edges and don't mess with the chicken at all. Although that is kind of what we were trying to do here, wasn't it? And we still ended up crashing into these guys. I don't think they'll spawn along the very, very edge, though. Okay, yeah, looks like they have like a bit of a buffer distance where they can't spawn directly next to the wall. So we can abuse that a little bit, and there. Simple enough.
There's a large reaverbot in the room, but I'm not
Get fucked. All reaverbots must die.
I don't think it's going to attack me.
Don't give a shit. Yeah, you can't actually destroy this thing. At least not yet.
The key should be in that room, Mega Man. We're nearly there. Congratulations, Mega Man. We did it. We got all the keys. Don't let your guard down, though. A dig's not over until you get back to the surface.
I was actually just about to say that. I think they went over that in the first game, too. And yeah, sure enough, this is...
The reaverbot on the other side of that door is showing signs of increased activity. It looks like it's responding to the key in some way. You'll probably have to get past it to get out of there. Make sure you're ready before opening the door. Good luck.
I mean, it's not like there's any preparations I can do here. I don't have my save monkey. I don't have my development room. Like, there's really no preparation to be... I appreciate the heads up, but there's really no preparation to be done. This boss theme is pretty cool. Kind of previewing his attack there. Because, yeah, it'd be kind of bullshit to be expected to... So this is another one where you can't exactly, where like circle strafing isn't exactly effective.
Something's not right. Get away from it, Mega Man.
And even after like showing off what he does there anyways, it's like you get the preview where you kind of see his attack in the cutscene, so you know to stay away from when he goes up like that. And then Roll still tells you what to do about it anyways.
Some kind of platform? Mega Man, jump! Get on the platform!
Oh yeah, the whole floor turns into bullshit if you wait too long there. And by bullshit, I mean like you get lit on fire.
Strong energy reading. Get on the platform. Don't fall off, Mega Man.
Thank you, Roll. I was just about to fall off. It's a good thing that you advised me against that strategy, that whole falling off strategy. Fuck. Should have followed Roll's advice. I should have not fallen off like she told me to. Although, frankly, our Buster... we got some pretty good Buster upgrades at this point, so that might just see us through this fight on its own. But yeah, circle strafing, again, won't really see you through this fight. He's a little bit too fast. You gotta run, like, directly away from him sometimes. And you've also got this mess up on the platform where you circle strafe, but you also can't really just circle strafe. You gotta make sure you don't fall off the edge. Also, yeah, he sort of increasingly starts leading you with his shots.
Its readings are fluctuating again.
I don't remember this at all. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, get away from me.
I think it's getting
Oh,
weaker,
okay.
Mega Man.
I see what's going on here. Actually, what if we get,
Keep going, Mega Man.
Oh, hey, that Hunter Seeker there actually helped us finish the job there. We actually probably could have done this fight a lot quicker and easier if we'd have just used that thing in the first place. Yeah, that's crazy. That weapon I've been talking shit about this whole time actually gave us the little bit of extra surge we needed to finish him off in time for the first cycle. Oh, we still got that red key to use, too. Son of a bitch. They always teleport me out when I don't... It's like the one dungeon where you want to be teleported out. They don't teleport you out. Every other dungeon, they teleport you out. I wanted to stick around and use that red key. Although I think it's actually faster to get there from the entrance than from the boss room. So maybe they did us a favor there. This actually hasn't been going long as long as I thought either. We actually might have some time to make a little bit of headway into the final dungeon. Although I don't know, maybe not. There's the end portions of the game are rather cutscene heavy from what I recall. So yeah, we might just end up sitting through a bunch of cutscenes, which is fine because just like I said, I wanted something like simple and not too stressful to sort of relax me before bed. Right, there was this key right here, so and then there was this red crystal, and then there was one later on in the dungeon in one of the big pillar rooms, I think it was. And Mega Man was never seen again. Oh, hey, this is just a shortcut. Yeah, we've totally been here before. Okay, let's actually check the map. Okay, so we've seen all that. I guess, yeah, there's really nowhere to go but down. Is there actually a way up? Oh. Oh, we haven't been here before. Shit. Oh, hey, shield generator. That probably goes with our other shieldy item there. I wonder if they made the shield better or worse for this game. I think it's the left door. I think it's the western door here. Yeah, it's the one that doesn't have a color on it. Because yeah, we don't want to proceed. We want to head back. I think it was near here. No, that's the green crystal. Oh man, we actually got to do quite a bit of backtracking here. Yeah, let's get to it. At least there's no drillable, like no drill walls. The game seems to have caught on that was like not a terribly good thing that they did with the drill in this game. Where it's basically like half of, it's like pretty much all, yeah, like half the dungeons in the game are like, yeah, basically got to redo all of this. Or you know what? Let's search. So if we head down, no, L1 is down. So if we go down from here. Oh, this is all considered the same floor, so yeah, it doesn't even matter. What was I saying? Something about, I don't know. Probably nothing important. Frankly, you know, because, you know, normally I always say important things here on the stream here, but that one particular thing that I couldn't remember what I was talking about, that was the one rare instance of me talking about something that's not important on the stream here. For fuck's sake. Who thought this was a good idea? Who the fuck thought this was a good idea right here? And we're out of canteen now, so we're basically just fucked. Oh, we actually haven't used our canteen yet, though, since we last reloaded the save. Yeah, frankly, I just don't think we can afford to ignore those little snowman reaver bots anymore. Okay, so yeah, that is the way forward, so we do need... Okay, no, don't ignore them anymore. Unless he ignores me. Okay, there we go. Get fucked. These guys actually drop a fair bit of money. If I'd have waited a little bit, I could have maybe done slightly faster farming in these ruins here, instead of that's right. I think that's right. I was going to show you guys the my little Zenny farming spot. Fuck, no. Yeah, after we're done the dungeon here. Okay, we don't have any more yeah, energy refills, so let's be super careful and not get hit. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Okay, good. These... Oh, fuck! Okay, good. Good, we survived that. It's these icy floors. All the problems I've been having in this dungeon, I swear to God, are due to the fucking icy floors. Oh, hey, we finally got one of them. Yeah, look at all this money they drop. Payday. Oh yeah, speaking of money, yeah, I actually got or for paydays specifically. Yeah, I've actually got one coming up at the end of the month here. I've actually been thinking a little bit about I don't know, just kind of how I want to handle the stream here. No, that's the red one that we went to. So I could have sworn that there was another red barrier somewhere. Am I just full of shit? Was I completely wrong? Or another green barrier? I guess I was just completely wrong. Okay, so we did a little bit of backtracking for nothing there. Man, I was positive that there was another red crystal somewhere. Like, is it... like in some of the nothingness on the expanse down here? Was it on like a square that I didn't highlight? Like, yeah, that was the terminal room up there. We already went down that one. Yeah, so I guess we're just done here. Cool. So yeah, I've been thinking a little bit about like how I want to handle just like the different types of games I want to stream here. Like I've been doing a lot of like childhood favorites and like classic games and that type of thing. And kind of the thinking behind that, like I do play modern games. I've actually got like a big list of like a big gigantic Steam backlog that I've kind of been meaning to go through. And I've sort of been working through that a little bit on stream here. But, I don't know, a lot of it is just the fact that I know, like, in these early days of streaming here, I don't really have, like, a lot of, like, chat interaction going on or anything to sort of, like, bounce, like, discussions and conversations off of. So I thought the best idea would be to play these older, like, games that I'm really familiar with, so I always have something to talk about. Like, I have a lot, if you haven't noticed, I have a lot to say about, like, Mega Man Legends and Castlevania, so even if I don't... So, like, even if nobody's here, like, talking to me or anything, I can talk to myself about, like, all of these games I've been playing since I was, like, 12 years old. Like, yeah, I can talk about these games all day. Just talk to myself about these games all day, and that, you know, kind of makes for like a real stream, kind of, I feel. Whereas, I don't know, I have a little bit more difficulty with kind of off-the-cuff commentary about something I'm seeing and reacting to for the first time. It's like a new game is almost something I'd want to experience with an audience. So I thought for like these first early bits of just sort of getting the stream up and started, and all of this, I'd do a lot more classic games. I can't remember where I was going with that. On the other hand, the more that I look at my Steam backlog, yeah, like, there's a lot of work to do. So I think I might want to start putting a bit more emphasis on, like, the new games, and of, like, and not just the backlog of, like, games I own too, but, like, the wish list as well. There's a lot of, like, new games that got released like last year or within the last couple years that I've been meaning to buy and try out. So yeah, I'm thinking like maybe after Mega Man Legends 2, like I might put like a little bit less emphasis on the classic games and a little bit more on kind of, yeah, the modern retro style games as opposed to the pure retro games. I don't know. That's just kind of what I've been thinking on a little bit lately. Also, it seems like a bit more of a useful service, too. Like, there's a lot of, like, little retro-style indie games on Steam these days that, like, have very few reviews, very little discussion on them. So I think it would be neat to just sort of be, like, you know, one of those early explorers of, like, the, you know, the whole Steam discovery thing, to try out all these games that don't get a lot of attention, and just maybe show them off and find out which ones are worthwhile, and show them off for people. I don't know. It's one different approach I've been thinking of. We've actually got, like, proper game stuff to talk about here instead of backtracking through dungeons here, so that'll be the last I'll discuss about nonsense stream business on stream. I think she had, like, almost this exact same dialogue in the first game when we were moving up on the main gate. She was all like, now that we got all this stuff, I got a bad feeling about... Like, and even with the talk to data bit at the end, it's like, I got a bad feeling about this main gate. Like, maybe it's something that shouldn't be disturbed, and maybe we should back off on it. Why don't you go talk to... Or I think it was talk to Gramps in the first game. But yeah, it was almost word for word the same dialogue. She needs a lens for the laser, but shield generator and shielding notes sounds like a winning combination. So, I don't know. I feel like we kind of had a little bit of fun with the Hunter-Seeker, but it might be trying to... The shield arm ended up being a really interesting item in the first game. I kind of want to... It ended up being not very good. It was basically invincible. You could block literally anything in the first game with the shield arm. It was crazy. But that was kind of all you could do, is just kind of stand there and be invincible until your energy runs out and not really do anything else. I felt like the first game's shield arm would have been a lot more useful if, like, the enemy, if it could damage enemies by coming into contact with them, if you could like kill enemies by like letting them just sort of break against your shield as they charge at you. No attack. Okay, so it looks like this one still doesn't have attack power. In fact, this shield has no stats other than energy. And it's actually pretty cheap to upgrade it. Okay, that was simple enough. Cool. We have fully maxed out our first weapon, or, you know, quote-unquote weapon. Or actually, that thing... that thing I was talking about earlier in this, earlier on, when I was like, how I like just try to guess what phrases mean, because I'm too awkward to ask what they mean. That reminds me of a bit on Friends, actually. Just randomly now. There's a bit where someone does like the finger quotes thing to Joey, and he just says, when people do this, I don't know what that means. He just like comes out and says it, and I don't know. I suddenly thought about that. And it just made me like weirdly respect Joey all of a sudden. Maybe I need to be a bit more like Joey. Maybe that's it. I actually used to watch Friends when I was like a little kid. I know the idea is like a lot of the people who watched Friends back in the day were like the same age as Friends back in the day and kind of grew up along with the characters. That's how I had it described to me by one of my high school teachers who was also a fan of the show. Just how like he was the same age as the Friends, and then they sort of like grew up and changed jobs and got married and had kids and all that at the same time he did, and it was kind of like a, you know, growing up alongside your favorite TV show type thing. Whereas for me it was just like I don't know, I'd watch just about anything on TV back. I was a TV, almost as much as I was a video game fiend back in the day. I was a TV fiend, mostly sitcoms too. I watched Frasier, Friends, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, a lot of sitcoms back in the day. Or you know what? This shield is going to be absolutely fucking useless for the boss fights that's coming up. I don't know. At least I'm assuming that it will be. I don't know. Maybe this will end up being yet another kind of secret best option unexpectedly. I'm curious to try this thing out now to see if it's as good as it was in the first game. Okay, this is all the same as it was last time. Any new stuff in the shops? Should have actually checked this before the last dungeon. Okay, looks like we're done on items. Oh wow, we actually do have some new stuff. Ooh, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. We're taking it. They're actually relatively cheap, too, for as much, like, extra power as you get. I don't think I need any plus energy from anything. I can get infinite energy anytime. I didn't actually change. Okay, I did get my weapons back. Oh, yeah, that's right. We died after, because I did that little buster test where we equipped the infinite energy item. And then, yeah, I died after I swapped that out, but I think I forgot to swap it back in afterwards. Whatever. That is all rectified now. Yeah, so this is just a straight upgrade over what we've got now. So now we're max attack and nearly max rapid. Okay, we got all the keys. Time to unlock the treasure. It's treasure, right? That's what they've been promising us this whole time. Wow, I literally faced, like, every single door before I got to the elevator there. I could see myself on the map, but I was, like, getting completely disoriented and just, like, facing towards all the wrong doors. Here's all the keys, dude. What? No, there aren't any keys. Oh yeah, he's being all mysterious and shit because he knows about Mega Man and his past and everything. Basically, they're kind of like ancient enemies, almost. Like I think Mega Man back in like the ancient Reaverbot times, like destroyed the old system and facilitated like the rise of humanity or something. He's like basically kind of a rebel. I think in a past life, I think that the plot ended up being something like that in the end.
Mega Man! So, you got the fourth and final key? If it weren't for all your hard work, those pirates would have gotten the keys, and who knows what would have happened.
It will be very interesting to see if they do anything.
I don't know.
We have all 4 keys in our possession.
Given what happens
What do you
once
mean
we
they?
find the keys,
Those
it might have been, we might have all been
funny-looking
better
people, the
off.
ones that we found on Forbidden Island who said they were ancients.
I trust everyone unless they give me a reason not to. But you don't live as long as I have without taking precautions. I have armed guards placed around the room. I can call on them if necessary to protect us and this ship.
I just hope we won't need them. What was that?
I thought I felt something.
Confirmed. All 4 keys have been recovered.
Have you made all the necessary preparations to take control of this ship?
Oh, hey, she's got
Yes.
clothes. Oh, yeah, she had clothes earlier.
Very well, begin.
If necessary, is it acceptable to disable Mega Man Trigger? Even if it means destroying the Master's genetic code?
Your primary mission is to recover and secure the keys. Then, with luck, we will be able to salvage the Master's genetic code from Trigger's shell.
Understood.
So your first time through the game, none of this makes any
Initiating
sense.
assimilation program.
Or okay, we learned that Trigger was Mega Man's real name in the first game, but this whole thing about like the Master's genetic sample and all of that nonsense, none of that makes any sense until a little bit later in the game, when you sort of get the full reveal of Mega Man's history and backstory and all of that. Which I can't even really explicate to you guys right now because I don't remember exactly how it goes.
What's up with the ship? It's on fire!
Oh yeah, that's right, they do show up for this next fight
You
here.
don't think there's someone else after the keys, do you?
If we don't help her, she's probably going to crash. We've got to do something.
But if we're not careful, we'll end up going down with them. I don't know if even that blue kid can get out of this one.
Babu, babu, babu.
You think so too, huh, Bon?
Mega Man.
Oh. She's all dere for us again.
You're finally awake.
Didn't realize we'd gone to sleep.
Don't you worry. Gats is taking care of them.
Mistress Yuna.
Yeah, there's
what
a
are
lot
you
of
doing?
cutscenes from here on out.
My, you recognize me as Yuna? Even though I destroyed my original shell?
Don't waste your time, Geeks. You could become infected by her aberrant logic.
My, aren't we testy? What have I done?
You should ask yourself that question, Yuna. It doesn't matter, not anymore. I have made my decision. I will not tolerate interference.
You're going to destroy the Master's genetic sample, aren't you? Without even consulting me. That's not exactly fair, is it?
When you destroyed your original shell, I became the only mother unit for this system. I am within the Master's system parameters.
Anti-shot.
Fairness is irrelevant.
I thought you'd say that.
Mistress Sarah, here are the keys. You must return to Elysium. This unit will follow after recovering the Master's genetic sample.
Excuse me, I'm talking with Sarah.
Geeks, go!
The keys!
Now this is a problem. She plans on executing the carbon reinitialization program.
So it ends up being the same plot.
Reinitialization program?
We went through this in the first game.
Every human alive will be deleted, wiped out, and the ancients will be restored.
What?
Please do not complicate matters further, Mistress Yuna. There are several preparations to be made.
I mean, we've
Please
established
remove
that Mega
yourself
Man
from
in this
this
game
ship
is
at
pretty
once.
dense.
I don't know if I can do that.
Comply or this unit will use deadly force. Your answer?
No, Gats. You know what to do.
Are you sure, Mistress Yuna?
Gats, what are you doing?
Though I'm no longer recognized as a mother unit in this body, it means too that I'm not affected by behavioral limiters. I can do whatever I want.
Initiating countermeasures.
Gats, cease your actions at once. What are you doing?
All right, Mega Man. I've separated Geets from his ship. Go up on deck. Geets should be there. Where we go from here is up to you, Mega Man. Do you fight Geets? Or do you give him the Master's genetic sample?
I don't think Mega Man would know how to do that.
Confused? That's not surprising, I guess. After all, you have lost your memory, haven't you? But that doesn't really matter. All that matters is what you think and how you feel now.
I feel very
Don't
confused.
try to think about things too hard. Just be true to you.
Again, I don't
yourself.
think he's capable of thinking
Follow
about
where
things
your
too
heart
hard.
leads you.
Mistress Yuna, Geets is very angry. If we do not hurry, he is likely to destroy the entire ship.
Well, Mega Man, what are you going to do?
I think I'm just gonna like shoot the first thing that I see when I go above deck.
Flying around.
That's usually what we do,
don't
right?
think it was a Reaver bot.
Diesel, look!
Like, I think it was.
Mega Man, what is going on here?
Now I'm confused. Aren't these guys
What are we
Reaver
going to
bots?
do?
Isn't that the whole thing
I'll
here?
tell you what we're going to do. This is a chance I've been waiting for. We're going to settle the score with that blue brat once and for all.
Wait a minute, Diesel. If that ship crashes, we'll lose the keys and everything else of value on it. Like it or not, we have to help him.
It's not because she likes him or anything, Baka.
All right then. First, we help Mega Man. Then we take the keys. Okay, people, get lively. We've got work to do.
So, their version of helping Mega Man in this fight is basically providing audio cues for the boss's attacks.
Are you malfunctioning, Gats? There's no need for us to fight. Why do you insist on opposing me?
Sorry, Geets, but I don't believe what Mistress Sarah is planning is right.
Mistress Yuna is also in error, abandoning her shell for a carbons. That is no longer Mistress Yuna. It's an abomination, an affront to us all. If you insist on following her, I shall be forced to terminate you. Both of you!
Master Trigger, I'm sorry. I have failed. You are our only hope.
Oh boy. Oh wow, the shield arm is completely different in this game. And it apparently lasts forever. I have infinite energy on the shield arm. And it does, and of course it does fucking nothing against this boss.
Take this. Oh, run as fast.
Yeah, so basically the bonds give you kind of moral support / audio cues for the boss's different attacks. That all come way too late for you to actually use them as audio cues to dodge the attacks. I don't know what he means about them what? Is Teasel like shipping me with this golden dragon robot here? Sounded like he just said they make a good couple.
Take this.
Okay, I think we need some range here, actually. Let's equip for range. Attack 4 is good. Or actually, attack 4 is not so great anymore. Can we get, like, attack range? Oh yeah, that's pretty decent. Yep, this'll do. Oh shit, okay, that's what energy's for. If you get the range up too much, yeah, it does actually matter. Okay, so we don't want just... Okay, so it does you need a ton of range before it matters, but yes, once you get a ton of range, yeah, you end up with too many shots on screen. We might need to sacrifice some rapid then. Yeah, let's go for the accessory pack.
The Jack's weapons aren't even scratching him.
Prepare yourself.
Jump, Mega Man! You should be able to dodge his attack.
This guy's cycles are too fast. You can't get any good damage on him. That's the one attack where you get like a decent shot at him. Okay, it's just purely a reaction fest though. When he goes red, run to the side. When Tron says jump, jump. And when he does the machine gun attack, basically just hope for good RNG because he can, depending on the spread, he can hit you with that even if you run to the side. I can't believe that the shield arm is just completely useless here. Okay, so you want to time it so that your burst comes out right as he's coming at you. Yeah, he said it again! Yeah, probably what could have done with a better weapon here. Oh, okay, we lucked out there.
The best weapons aren't even scratching him.
His best weapons aren't even scratching him. I couldn't understand what she was saying for a while there. Oh. Oh, right, yeah.
Enough!
He just got irritated with their constant chatter there.
No! The controls are locked up!
Now we finish this!
Okay, so yeah, phase 2 of the fight, where basically you just don't get the Bond's moral support anymore.
Take this!
How will we ever know when to jump without Tron telling us to jump?
Take this!
I don't even know if he can hit you when he does that one. Like, it looks like he's going too high to actually hit you or anything. Maybe we should stand our ground when he does that. Okay, or maybe we don't.
Take this!
Okay, kind of repetitive. I think I've got this guy figured out now.
Is that the best you can do, Purifier?
Yeah, probably best thing here is to have a better special weapon for this fight. But... Oof. What? Oh, right, I completely forgot about this next part. Yeah. Oh, I kind of wanted to stop busting it up so badly just to see if he actually does anything. I completely forgot about that second phase of the fight there.
This is all your
Third
doing.
phase, kind of.
If it weren't for you, this would not have happened. This unit cannot allow Mistress Sarah to be harmed.
Oh, shit! Give me the old kamikaze on me.
Do not forget.
If only Tron were there to tell me to jump.
The Master is the only true human remaining. The system exists only to protect and serve the Master. We exist for this and only this purpose.
This is where things start to tie in with the previous Mega Man Legends games.
Mother? Remember, the Master says illogical things at times. If he does, ignore him.
So like she says, the Master is the last original human, since they kind of...
have a unit such as that by his
humanity kind of went extinct, essentially, at the end of the whole, I think that was actually the ending of,
What's
Oh,
happening?
and she said the Master is lonely there, if you didn't catch that. I'm gonna try to shut up.
They scolded you again, did they not? My little friend? Don't be upset. Sarah often reprimands me as well.
This is Bola's voice!
And do you know why? I can show you.
I never noticed that before.
Who is that? I feel like I know him.
Beautiful. Is it not? These lights are one of the beta cities. But these are not ordinary betas. I have modified them slightly. Betas. You call them carbons. Though artificially created, in the end they may be closer to people than you think. The people living there know thirst, hunger, disease. They suffer all these things, and in the end, they grow old and die. But for one brief moment, they shine as bright as the sun. Because they know these hardships, they also know the meaning of happiness. Compared to theirs, our perfect world is cold and sterile. I'd like to ask you to do something for me, Mega Man. Can you take me there? What do you say?
Take you there? What? Wait, I know him. He's the Master. I remember now. I came here.
The way he says
I came
that,
to Terra with the Master. And then...
The way he said that, that's the Master, reminds me of the brave little toaster.
Come on, Mega Man. If you fall asleep, you'll never wake up again. Open your eyes. I thought I might not be able to make contact with you.
Where are...
We're inside one of your memory files. The file you entrusted Data with all those years ago.
Memory? Data?
You were badly damaged by Geetz's attack. I'm rebuilding you, using Data's memory to restore your programming.
Better, stronger, faster.
You won't be fully optimized for a while longer. So just sit back and relax.
Data. Restore. Program?
Like I said, very cutscene heavy.
Listen to the sounds of everyday life, the sounds of city life, the smell of evening meals being prepared. All this and more we in Elysium have lost. Thank you, Mega Man. Thanks to you, I have finally been able to experience this for myself. For 3,000 years, I have been free from hardship and pain. A life of luxury and ease, obeying my heart's desires. Seeing these people, grateful for the simple joys of life, I wonder, was I truly happy? I have made up my mind, Mega Man. Carry out my final command. I want you to destroy the system. I realize now that we were wrong. Correct my mistake. Make things right again. This is a good luck charm. As long as you have it, no one can stop or harm you. Return to Elysium. Delete all data from the library, understand? Please, Mega Man.
Master.
It looks as though my time has finally come. I know I cannot survive long outside of Elysium. Therefore, goodbye, Mega Man. Thank you for all you have done for me. All these many years. I go now. Into the arms of my true mother.
Is that the dead pixel on the screen there, or just something weird with his nose? Or something stuck on my monitor?
Master.
Looks like there was just some tearing around his nose.
That's what this is all about. Sarah never told me about this.
You are...
Yuna. Remember me?
Yuna?
Sarah is in charge of Elysian system. I was in charge of Terra's system. My official designation was Mother.
Mother?
Now I understand why you downloaded your memories of the Master into that little monkey. So they couldn't be scanned or tampered with. Now I understand why you brought the Master here. Why you tried to destroy the system.
Mistress Yuna, Mistress Sarah has almost reached Elysium.
We're running out of time. Unless we stop her, Sarah will execute the carbon reinitialization program. The carbon reinitialization program was meant to be run only after the Master and all other humans had died. It uses their genetic codes to clone new humans. If it's activated, everyone alive on Terra will be eliminated. Only you can stop Sarah from using it. It looks like your self-repair functions are working. We can go now, but you still need to decide what to do.
Mega Man!
He'll be all right. Though his memory is still fragmented, he can still download whatever he needs from your little monkey friend. Now, Gats and I will get a pod ready that will take you back to Elysium. You can find both of us where you initially came to Terra. The choice is yours, the Master's final wish, or follow the path the system has chosen. Find us when you make up your mind. See you!
Look in any library and you can find a history of civilization as we know it, but there's nothing describing the world before we started recording events. I always wondered why. Now I know. We didn't evolve. We were created. One day, boom, there we were, with a language and culture provided for us.
This is Christian
I wanted
propaganda
to know who
right
built
here.
all the ruins and why they were there. We owe everything to the Master.
I don't know
I guess more
whether
like
this master
post-humanist
system should
propaganda.
be
I don't
destroyed or
know.
not. It's too big for me. We're in your hands, Mega Man. Do what you think is best. There's nothing we can do about it. What will be, will be.
Mega Man?
I don't know what your life was like before we met, but do what you think is right, no matter what. I'll keep looking until I find my parents, but you're the most important thing in my life.
She was just here in the room with you a second
If
ago.
not for you, I wouldn't have been able to do all the
And you
things
didn't say
I've
anything
done.
to her.
That's why I know you'll do what's best for me. For everyone. Come on, let's go. She's waiting for us. Right.
Okay, so that was a really, like, dense sequence of plot revelations right there. Like, as much as I was saying, oh, all the cutscenes, they actually, like, basically, like, spilled the beans on the entire story right there. So as I've never actually played the last Mega Man Zero game. I think it was 04, maybe 0... Did they go up to 05? I don't remember. But basically, as I understand it, humanity went more or less extinct at the end of that series of games. And then and Mega Man Legends like follows from that like thousands and thousands of years later. So I guess the idea here is that there was a surviving human in the end, and that was the master, and that at some point they built up this whole robot system to kind of preserve him and keep him alive and all of that, being the last human and all of that. So like the whole system is basically sort of, and this is all like just kind of almost speculation and just sort of my own thoughts on it, because what they give you in the game here, it's like dense but not incredibly detailed. Like you don't get like a explicit idea of like really, they don't spell it out in detail, like why the whole Reaverbot system exists and what the Reaverbots are for and why the carbons are here. And we don't ever really get a good answer for that. Like what are these carbons, or like these human clones, or artificial I guess they're artificially created humans, and that's the other big revelation here, is that these the people in this game, who the NPCs and humans, so-called humans we've been sort of encountering throughout all these games, are not proper humans. They're sort of artificially created human replicas of sorts. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna finish things off here with like a bunch of plot discussion, because I'm probably need to head to bed right away. We didn't really get anything off of that last fight. Actually, okay, you know what? I said I was gonna show off my little farming route when I farmed up that million zenny. So I'm just gonna quickly show that off for you guys while I just sort of speculate about the plot and all of that. Oh yeah, actually, coincidentally, Cal,
Well, here we are.
This is the next
Mega
plot
Man,
destination,
be
too.
careful. Please?
I will.
I didn't even mean to trigger that. I was just wanted to show off how I farm on the plains here. But basically, the impression that I get from this is that the master being the last like real surviving human. Apparently, the robots, or I guess what would have been Reploids at the end, or maybe they were called something different by the end of the Mega Man Zero series. But yeah, basically sort of being built to serve humans, constructed like this, what they call the system here, with all the Reaverbots and mother units and all that. It was all basically meant to preserve the master, this last surviving human. No idea how these carbons, these artificial humans, came about, but at some point the master apparently decided that he liked them more than, or that they were more important than he was, so he decided to sort of free them from their Reaverbot oppressors and sort of shut down the whole system, and basically sacrificed him, basically Jesus himself, to sort of allow the carbons to inherit the Earth and build up their own society. And Mega Man is the one who is, Mega Man Trigger is his sort of little helper buddy bot who is assigned to him to relieve his loneliness. He's sort of assigned to carry out that task and shut down the old system and all of that. I think is, at least based on, and basically all the revelations we got there for the plot is pretty much what we get. All we get beyond this is just speculation as to why the master thought the way he did, and Sarah being all emo about how, oh, the master loves the carbons more than he loved me. But yeah, that whole scene right there was basically like the entire plot and backstory of like the whole Mega Man Legends series, as it were, and so yeah, it was like a critical sequence of little story scenes there. And I guess I could have been sort of moving around more efficiently to Because, yeah, and I'm not sure if I have anything else to say about it, really, other than it's kind of, I don't know, weirdly complicated, and it's weird that it's, like, all in an info dump. I feel like it would have been better if they would have, like, slowly revealed, like, all of these dense plot elements to you, just sort of unraveled them over the course of the game, rather than just, like, dumping it all on you in, like, this basically, like, 10, 15 minutes worth of cutscenes right at the end of the game here. Okay, so I fucked that up. Basically, this was my farming spot right here. I spent, like, about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so on the plains here, farming up these sort of Roadrunner Reaver bots. I'm gonna see if I can get back into the rhythm of it. But basically... Oh yeah, we don't want range anymore. We want, like, pure attack. Yeah, pure attack rapid right here. Yeah, so basically you don't even bother with the other guy there. You move out, then you immediately move back in. And then if you get a good, well-placed bazooka shot, you can one-shot this guy. Oh, hey, we got the close cycle here. So now we'll be right by the entrance. So you can see right here I got, what, it's 161... So, okay, so 161,000. We pick all these up, and we got 165,000, and a little bit. It's about 4,500 that you get on each cycle here. So it works out to something like, I don't know, something like 10,000 or so that you'll get every 6 or 7 minutes. Got a bad shot there. And yeah, so basically, yeah, within an hour and a half, 2 hours, probably closer to like an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, sometimes you get bullshit like this, but as long as you don't get too much bullshit like that, yeah, it takes a little under 2 hours to farm up 1 million zenny using this method, which I subjected myself to solely for the sake of, yeah, not being forced to play as Blackface Mega Man for the rest of the game. I mean, we could have put that money towards productive things like weapon development. Pretty much just weapon development. There's no more items to buy in the shop or anything at this point. Or maybe there are? I don't know. There's not a shop around here to check that out in. But yeah, that's enough of that. And that's gonna do it for me on this stream. Yeah, good productive stream, I think. We actually got through a lot more than I was expecting there. And then from here on out, there's nothing left but just the final dungeon and the final boss. Which, as I said, is quite substantive. It's by far the longest longest and most difficult dungeon in the game. Partly due to bullshit, if I remember correctly. I remember there being a lot of bullshit in this next dungeon, but we'll see if it's as bad as I remember. It's not nearly as bad as the Nino Ruins, so we've by far, like, easily passed, like, the worst parts of the game. Everything from here on out is more it's like challenging with like just a little side of, little side of bullshit. But thankfully I don't have to aggravate myself with all of that on this, yeah, sort of late night stream here. Right, yeah, I need to get to bed, and you guys should too. You guys probably have work tomorrow as well. Sunday night, or work, or school, or I don't know what kind of demographic I've got watching me here. But yeah, regardless of who you are, or whether you got anything going on to be up for tomorrow, thank you all for watching. Feel free, if you like what you've been seeing here, feel free to hit that follow link down below. I do appreciate that. We also got and if you want to see the rest of the stream, the VODs will be up on my YouTube channel, link below as well. And yeah, check it out if you're interested, and check out future streams if you're also interested. Again, can't promise the evening streams, but for sure there will be a stream on Wednesday. So yeah, Wednesday at the normal time, again, scheduled below, and possibly an evening stream tomorrow, but no promises. And yeah, at long last, that's gonna do it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.